Welcome back to ITS 129. Let's take a look at select queries part 2, which is really just expanding upon the select statement in one table. And all we're doing here is, we're using some operators that you can use in your queries. So, I got my WAMP server running. I'm going to just go to my local host, PHP my admin, yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to log in as root again, yeah. Now, to get in there again, I haven't created my my database yet, so I'm just going to come in here and do it. If you haven't done this, it might be already there, right? So I'm just going to come in and create over here. Come to my SQL tab, come to my assignment, see Henry, use Henry, select it all, copy, come to my local host and paste it and go. Right? Okay, cool. So, if I refresh, I got Henry, got all these things. And let's go and take a look. I'm going to do a few. And in the few, I'm going to go ahead and use my Notepad++ over here. I'm going to do a few. I'm going to go to the SQL tab and close this guy and come here. And I say display all the publishers from the city of Los Angeles, right? So I'm going to come here and I'm going to do that query. So if I look at the publisher table and I browse it, you see some from Los Angeles, like Jerry Tarcher, and then let's see who else we got inside here. Yeah, do we have any more? Maybe some more. Yeah, I got a couple more, but not from Los Angeles. You should see one. Okay, one, I guess, right? So we come here, and then again, we do from publisher. We'll take out this guy. I don't need it. And then I'm going to just say where the city equals to apostrophe, because it's a text field, right? You need to do that. Angeles. And you should always close it with a semicolon, right? Now, again, when you submit your code to me, if it's not, if it doesn't have the semicolon, it is wrong. So I'm gonna just copy this one, copy and then go. And I find only one record from the city of Los Angeles. Now, if I just kind of wanted to just see that over there, I can go and edit that statement and just kind of, if it was wrong, right? So a lot of things can go wrong here, yeah. So for example, say for example, I just misspelled it. Instead of an O, I do this. So when I run it, I don't get nothing, right? I don't have nothing. So I can go edit it in line and so, oh yeah, it's an O here like this, right? Another thing is that you can get the field name wrong, right? So instead of state, city, I type in state, the field name wrong, right? So if I do this, I get nothing. Like there's no such thing as state, right? So to kind of check that, you can kind of see your structure over here. Oh yeah, I don't have a state, I have a city. That's all I got. So I'm gonna make sure it's the correct table, the correct field name and that kind of stuff. And we saw that it works, right? Now, when you submit to me, you would submit it this way. You go for the question number, you go --space 1. Now, what this does is that it is a comment field, comment line, right? So it doesn't affect your code, but you can type in a question, from Los Angeles. You can type in whatever you want over here, and it's not going to affect your code, right? So that's important. And then you put in your code here, and then I'm going to do number 2, --space 2, right? And I'm going to do the second one. Okay, so let's go do the second one. I'm going to put this on the side. And the question was, How many publishers are from Kingston? Well, again, same thing. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to kind of, and instead of Los Angeles, I'm going to think Kingston, right? Now, there are several. I saw several. So let's go over. I'm going to copy this. Semicolon to end. And then go here. Oh, I guess there's only one. Is that true? If I come here and I look at Kingston, there's only one. Yeah, only one, I guess. Yeah. One here. One, that's it. Only one. So we know we got it correct. So again, for number 2, the statement looks like this, right? So then I come here to my assignment sheet, space, dash, space 2, and I paste in my code because this is what I'm going to submit. Now, I'm going to jump around a little bit and I'm going to make, I'm going to do number 5, space 5. And number 5 says over here, display all of our books where it's less than or equal to 7. Books where it's less than or equal to 7. So if I came here and I looked at my book table and I browsed it, my book table 7, right? It says over there less than 7. So this book the edge should be displayed. Of Mice and Men should be displayed, those kind of things. And in addition to that, is there any $7 over here? There's no $7. Let's see, are there any books at exactly $7? There's nothing, right? So, but it has to be, you have to do the statement. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to do select from book and get rid of this. I don't need this guy, right? And I'm going to say from book where price, that's the name of the field, is less than or equal to, and then 7.00, semicolon, right? Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to go. So again, the edge of Mice and Men, right? So all the books that are less than or equal to $7. So the statement was less than or equal to. So, you have to use, the proper operators here, the less than and equal sign, right? So I copy that guy and I paste it here. That's number 5. We'll do one more for you. Yeah. And 8, 9, and 10, you have to really, well, 7, 8, 9, and 10, really, you have to go and look at the table, really, right? So let me do 7. 7 for you over here. And I said, and it says over here, display the horror book, paperback horror books. Paperback horror books. So you better look at your tables now. So if I look at the book table and I look at it where there's type, horror, HOR is the horror code. So you cannot type in horror because it won't find it because the type is HOR, which is the code for horror books. And the paperback has to be yes, right? Paperback has to be yes, okay? So you take a look at your table and make sure you know how the data is listed and presented. Now, of course, sometimes you're going to come across a table and it's not consistent. If you don't have consistent data entry, your query is going to not work properly. So let's go to number 7. Number 7 said again, display all the by code and title. That's all I need. So all it needs is the code and title field. So I'm going to type it over here. Select from, I don't need this guy over here. It kind of defaults and does that where, and I come in over here. Oh, now I'm going to say it says book code, sorry. Book code, because that's the name of the field, comma, title, from book where type is equal to HOR and I'm gonna be consistent here, sorry. And paperback equals to y. Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna copy this just to make sure I don't lose it, and then go and I only got one. I only got Magic Terror. Is that right? Let me see. Magic Terror is a paperback horror. Magic Terror. What are no? I guess that's it. Only one. No. Okay, cool. Only one book. So if we ran our code, and it looks like this, we only got one record. That's all it finds. Now, again, if you wanted to really see, I could list down the fields, just could type over there, and I could say type, comma, paperback. Paperback. If I wanted to kind of just see, of course, the number 7 says just book code and title. So I'm going to run it. So I see that the paperback is Y and the type is horror and the title is magic and the code is this, right? So again, this is for numbers, and then you should be able to go ahead and figure out all the rest from here. Yeah. So just take a look at your data now. Try to understand it before you do your quiz. Okay, that's it.